Hey Kelby, this is Grandpa. I thought I'd show you a little bit of the house. We're in Alamos now. Been here, 2 or 3 days. I know you've seen pictures. Your dad has showed you some of the pictures, but I'm going to show you some of the things that we built little paths here. I can kind of walk around and see how green it's become. It's looking back at the house here. It's nice. We always eat outdoors just like you do, And this portal is like a covered porch, you see. Has those rain spouts when it rains, and when it rains, it really rains during the summer here. It's almost like Florida. The rest of the year it's just cool. It's the desert, and lots of birds and butterflies. And here's a little cactus garden we have that was planted for us by our gardener, and some new bougainvillea that's going in here. And there's an orange tree we tried to transplant, but it didn't make it, so that's going to have to be pulled out. He just pulls the trees right out, and he plants new ones. He's always adding stuff to the garden from the desert. There are these big, spiny cactus plants. There's Joan's car, and there's a garage down here. I'll take a walk down there. You see a little bit of it. There's a look at the house. It's just getting dark now, so it's a nice time to photograph. These little cameras are very good. This is the creative camera I'm talking about, okay, the one that we sent you. But it's better around dusk or dawn before the light gets super bright. Here you see our fruit tree. This is our garage, which is being covered with bougainvillea slowly but surely. These are the walls. There's my clothesline back here. It's very dry here, so clothes dry almost immediately when you wash them. And here's our grapefruit tree. It's right next to the garage. It's kind of growing into it. And we have these little oranges here that I don't know what they're called, but they have in Florida too. They're sour like lemons, and they make a jelly out of them here, the Mexicans. And come on here past more bougainvillea. This is our orange tree. This is the first year we've had real fruit. They're still green. They'll come in way after we leave, probably in April or so. Another one down here. But the grapefruit are coming in now. You see some of them are yellow, and they're pink inside. They're pink grapefruit. So anyway, you can see the garage. We don't have a car in here right now. I pulled the car out so I can show it to you. See how when that's all finished, it's going to be covered with the bougainvillea. It'll be like one huge bush. It'll be a hole in the center. The ones on this side aren't growing as well because they don't get as much sun, Here's some more trees, and this is another part of the garden that we walk up into. These steps are a little tricky, so I have to watch it at my age. I don't trip and break my tuchus. Here's where Grandpa comes just to get out of it, and we planted all of this ground cover and everything, The big sunflowers here and more bougainvillea. Some oleander coming in. We planted that. And you see some of the sunflowers. They grow pretty tall here. Like Jack of the Beanstalk, Yeah. It's where I like to hang out sometime in the morning. It's a little house we built here. You see, it's like a small house. This is about the size of most Mexicans' houses when they start. Like a seat. Here's my little hammock that I like to sit in. Here's a little sunshade I use, and the roof is made out of sticks to let the sunlight through. But I like to block the early morning sun when I come up here. It can get pretty hot. So you can see how it's made. Anyway, it's a nice little place to come up, and here's where our pump is to pump the water. We don't have the city water like you have here. We have a big tank, and right underneath this little house here that I built, there's a huge tank to hold the water. Then the pump pumps it up to the roof. You'll see up on the top of the roof there, if I can move over, of the house, there's you can see it from here. See it too well. There's a little black tank up there we pump the water up to, and it comes down and it's used by all of the sinks and toilets, showers. Anyway, I've watched my step here again. Take another walk through the garden. It's nice because it's like tunnels. It becomes so thick back here. I think your dad has some pictures of the thing when it was completely barren. I like it. It's a nice little walk, a little exercise. The camera's doing a pretty good job too on this light. I'll say that. And see if I can spot the top of that tank up there. See a little, you just see a little top of the black thing there. That's a pretty big sized tank, but it's in the middle of the roof, so you can't see it. That contains the water. That's how it's done here. It's not exactly the same as in US, where there's always plenty of pressure and pumping stations. Here you pretty much maintain your own water. Now we're back at the porch, you know. Joan is Joan right here. Say hi to Kelby. I'm making this for Kelby.
Hi, Kelby.
There she is.
How are you doing?
Coming right in on her here. Go right past her. There she goes. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Here's our little stairway that goes down into the street. Get in here a little bit more. These are our stairs, you know. That's the street out there. So I'm gonna move around to the inside of the house and moving pretty fast now. And we'll come out. These are some of the curtains we use to keep the sun off us during the day. They kind of blow with the wind. It's pretty when the wind picks up, and it's going to start to pick up pretty soon. It picks up at night here. And here's our garage moving down to, there's the Soulmobile over here, Soul's Big Mobile. Keep that over here to the side. This is where we keep Joan's car, old car that she's been all over the world with. And here's the gate of our garage. It goes down to the street. Showing him one of our trees here. There you go. Anyway, this is what the house looks like from way back by the orange groves. The curtains are up and they can spread out, you know, pretty wide. Look back at the house, and I'll try to get these to you pretty soon. We're having problems with Yahoo. I don't quite understand what it is. In terms of YouTube, you're getting things out to YouTube. It doesn't seem to want to take them. It takes them, but it just never uploads it, so I can't show you these. But we'll get them to you one way or another. If I have to send them to you by DVD in the mail, I will.